This is the new power watchdog from Hughes Autoformer. It's called the Gen 2. Instead of an external plug that was on the Gen 1s, they've adapted the design so your plug goes underneath this door here. There's even a light to make the connection easier if you're setting up at night. This door then closes. The covered plug area provides more protection from the rain, and they give you a loop if you want to latch or lock this door closed. These are available in both surge protectors and EMS units. This is the EMS version. Now, Hughes doesn't really call them EMSs. They call them surge protectors with EPO or emergency power off. For all intents and purposes, if you see EPO, it is essentially an EMS unit. Now, there's a few differences between a surge protector and an EMS unit. Not something we're going to get into today, but I do want to show you a few of the upgrades they made to the Gen 2. You can access, monitor, and control this unit through an app on your phone via Bluetooth, which was also available on Gen 1, but Gen 2 now gives you the ability to connect to Wi-Fi. So now you can connect to this unit through an app on your phone anywhere in the world as long as this is connected to a Wi-Fi source. This also means you can get alerts on your phone through the app if there's a problem with the power at the pedestal, and you can also disconnect power going to your rig right from the app. One of the common complaints I've seen about the Power Watchdog was how bright the indicator light was at night, and now you have the ability to dim this light from the app. They give you a resettable energy meter so you can track exactly how much power you're using from one campground to the next. This can be helpful for those of you who are on a metered site. It's still got all the electrical analyzation that you get from the Gen 1, but it's got a lot of cool new features. What's going on? Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today we're covering a couple new RV products for 2025. Some of these are brand new, while some of these other accessories you might have seen before, but they've gone through an update or an improvement. There's also a new product that came out this year. In fact, it kind of took the RV world by storm, but there is something that nobody seems to want to talk about, so we're going to cover that today too. But for now, let's get back into the list. Camco has released their EvoFlex 2 water hose. Now, there is no shortage of RV water hoses on the market, but there's a couple reasons I wanted to show you this today. First, it's NSF and ANSI rated drinking water safe. It's BPA free, lead free, all the important things you want to look for when you're not bringing bottled water with you. The hose comes with a breathable storage bag, and of course they're available in a few different sizes. But the real reason I wanted to show you this today is because it's a collapsible hose. Now, I don't remember when collapsible hoses started showing up on the market, but I do remember them becoming pretty popular because they could be tightly wrapped. They just weren't drinking water safe back then, and the inner diameter was usually on the smaller side. Now, this gives you a collapsible hose that fits in smaller areas. It's lightweight, drinking water safe, and the inner diameter of this hose is 5/8 of an inch, so you won't sacrifice the volume you'll get from a standard sized hose. Okay, my friends, this is the Camco Rhino Sewer Adapter Pro, also known as the Drain Lock. If you've seen these, you know these are pretty hard to find right now. If you haven't heard of these, its predecessor is one of these, the infamous Clear Elbow. By now, you probably know this connects the RV sewer hose to the sewer inlet and gives you the ability to see if the water coming through the hose is clear or if you need to keep rinsing your tanks. It's got 4 different ways to attach to a sewer inlet that most campgrounds, not all, but most campgrounds will provide. It's got a 3-inch, a 3.5 inch, and a 4-inch NPT thread, which will thread into most sewer inlets at most campgrounds. There's also a 3-inch slip fitting, which is a non-threaded sleeve that will rest inside a sewer inlet that is either also not threaded or the threads have been damaged over time, which is often the case in a lot of campgrounds, which has led to RVers having to put something on top of this to hold it down in place. It's also led to the design of a few different products that have been basically made as a paperweight to hold this down in place. So Camco came out with a genius idea to create something that sits inside the inlet and expands to lock into the drain, creating a tight seal. It's a great product. I used it on our last camping trip. It works as it's intended to work, but it's not going to work if the drain diameter opening is not 3.5 or 4 inches. While those are pretty common sizes, you will find campgrounds where this is not going to fit. So I don't not like this product. It works great if it fits in the sewer inlet, but this is not a replacement for the Clear Elbow because it's not going to fit everywhere the Clear Elbow fits. So if you decide to pick one of these up, keep your Clear Elbow. It may come in handy. This next product is not new, however. They have updated their product line to include another manufacturer. Plus, they've changed their interface a little bit, so I think it's a product worth talking about in today's video. In the past, the MicroAir thermostats have been available to replace thermostats from Dometic, Coleman, Furrion, and Atwood. Now they have a model for the single zone GE thermostats. I'm not going to show you how to install this today. I'm not going to cover all of the features it has. I already made that video. I'll put a link to that video down below, but I do want to cover some of the highlights. The MicroAir Thermostat is touchscreen. It's got Bluetooth and Wi-Fi capabilities. That means you can monitor and control the thermostat from your phone as long as you're within that 25 to 30 feet sweet spot. With Wi-Fi, you can monitor and control the thermostat from pretty much anywhere in the world as long as the thermostat is connected to a Wi-Fi source. That may be useful if you want to check the temperature inside your seasonal site, if you're out for the day and you want to cool down or heat up the RV before you arrive. Remote access is great if you leave pets in the RV during the day while you're out exploring. Additionally, instead of just setting the heat or the air conditioning, you have the ability on this thermostat to set both at the same time. So if the temperature drops below 50 degrees, the heat turns on. But if it rises above 70 degrees, the AC turns on. And it doesn't have to be 50 or 70 degrees. You can set it wherever you want. If you don't want to be bothered with constantly checking your phone, you can program this thermostat to do all this for you. You can get alerts on your phone if the temperature falls outside of your desired range. Another great feature for pet owners. They really thought about everything when they designed this thermostat, down to the details, like having the ability to turn the screen completely off if you have a thermostat in your bedroom and you don't want any light on at night. You can also have the screen lit up all the time. Installation is pretty straightforward. You remove the wire from each labeled function and place it in the same letter function connector on the new thermostat. If you are interested in this thermostat, I will put a link down below that takes you over to their site. Use the coupon code RVTIPS at checkout and you'll get 15 bucks off the thermostat. Okay, I want to show you two new products from Blu Technology, starting with their new 4-stage UVC filter system. Prior to this, you had a few 3-stage filter options. They have since released a UVC filter or an ultraviolet C light filter. UVC filters are used in healthcare, food processing, manufacturing. They can kill a wide range of microorganisms, bacteria, viruses. There's a ton of benefits to UVC light filters for drinking water purposes. It's not a new technology, but it is kind of new to the RV space. Now, at the time of recording this video, you can purchase this system as a complete kit. If you already have a Blu Tech water filtration system, you can reach out to them through email and make arrangements to have the UVC filter added to your current system. They're still working out all the details to do the upgrade on their website, but I will put that email address down below next to the product link. Another option, if you just want to leave your filters the way they are, is to install the Blu Technology water faucet that's got a built-in UVC filter. At the time of recording this, these are currently on pre-order. They're going to start shipping these on July 1st, 2025. This is so new. In fact, I just got it today and I haven't been able to install it yet. These are designed to install directly into your countertop, so unless you want to custom install this, you will have to drill a hole in your countertop. You'll also need access to your sink's cold water line to tee off of. For the DIYers, that's not a big deal, but if you're not interested in drilling a hole in your countertop, you always have the outside UVC filter option instead. But this gives you a dedicated drinking water faucet inside your kitchen if you're getting tired of always buying bottled water. This next new product is not something I'm going to spend a lot of time on. We already made a video about it, but you may not have seen it. HaloView, who is known for backup camera systems, has released a new tire pressure monitoring system that uses the same monitor as your backup camera. So it's one less screen you don't need cluttering up your dashboard and your view of the road. A backup camera is great if you're backing into a tight spot, but to be honest, 90% of the reason we got a backup camera is so we can see what's happening behind the trailer real time as we're driving. Our new venture is 32 feet long, tongue to bumper, and we still have an uninterrupted view of the road while we're driving. They do have an antenna extension kit though if your RV is long enough to where you're starting to get some choppy signal while you're driving. And something else, they did not just throw this together, they did a really nice job with this TPMS. Because you have a 7-inch touchscreen, the larger interface is much easier to set up, program, and use. You have the ability to add up to 4 cameras. They have side marker cameras available to see the passenger side blind spot. They also have a dash cam available, and because this system is a DVR, you can record that dash cam footage while you're driving. Now, if you already have a HaloView BT7 camera system, you can upgrade to the TPMS version. You will need to get HaloView tire sensors, and you'll also need to get the new TPMS monitor because the monitor is the brains for the TPMS software, but you can still use your old cameras. Links to all of these products are down below, along along with some other related videos you might want to check out. There's also coupon codes down there to save you a few bucks on the stuff that you're probably already buying. If you have questions about any of the products in today's video, just leave them down in the comments section. I hope you consider subscribing, and we'll see you in the next video when we start ripping out the interior of our brand new RV.